Haribo to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today we're going to be talking about the powerful transit of Mercury retrograde. This is going to be a very powerful and transformative Mercury retrograde. This whole month of March has been a very powerful and transformative month. So I am so excited to be here to tell you everything about this Mercury retrograde and how it is that you can handle these energies in your favor. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Astral Motivation. My name is Vinodini Dasi. I am a Vedic astrologer and practitioner of the Vedic arts. So if you are into ancient knowledge, Vedic astrology, and self-development, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this upcoming powerful Mercury retrograde has in store for us. And I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all my beautiful exclusive members here and the exclusive members only in YouTube. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to be doing what it is that I'm doing, giving so much free content out here for all of you guys. And right now, my exclusive members are having a special treat. We are doing a Vedic Astrology 101 course. So if you would like to learn how to do Vedic Astrology and how to read your own chart, then make sure to become a member, an exclusive member today. You can find out in the description here below how to become one. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde happens around 4 times a year, and it is a very common retrograde. However, it's always very, very memorable and impactful. Why? Because everything that Mercury rules, from communication, technology, transportation, mail, electricity, anything that is electronic, Mercury rules it, and we literally have our whole lifestyle embedded with electronics. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it is an optical illusion in the sky that it seems like the planet is moving backwards. And in this backwards motion, we go through a lot of reevaluations and recalibrations of what Mercury is all about, and especially the sign that it's in. So Mercury usually is very good at maintaining all the order, especially in communication in our lives. But when it goes retrograde, this is a time where it's not best to make final life-changing decisions or making really commitments, very strong commitments, or anything that is definite. This is not the time to necessarily make a very, very definite choice. On the contrary, we should be using Mercury retrograde as a way of reevaluating a situation. That is what Mercury retrograde is trying to help us do. And it's not just Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde is also trying to help us redo and reevaluate something. If you have not checked my Venus retrograde video, go check it out, because these two are working side by side during this retrograde motion. Now, when Mercury goes retrograde, this is a time to reevaluate, redo, research. Anything that starts with is the best thing to do. This is not the time for you to make a final decision, but more look at your options. Really analyze the situation, really get the data and the understanding that you need before you make a final decision. Then by the end of Mercury retrograde, which will also be by the end of Venus retrograde, we are going to have a more clear vision of how to move forward in our lives. Now, Mercury is retrograding in the sign of Pisces, which, to be honest, makes it even harder, guys. Why? Because Mercury is debilitated in the sign of Pisces. Why is it debilitating? Well, Pisces is a very spiritual sign. It's the last sign of the zodiac. It's the deepest depths of the ocean, of the cosmos ocean. It is the transcendental sign. This is where we leave body and we just completely fuse with spirit. So Pisces is not a very practical and intellectual energy. It is a very intuitive and spiritual energy, which is very different from Mercury. Mercury being a very analytical, very logical, and very rational and practical sort of energy. So it becomes debilitated in the sign of Pisces. It's almost as if we were trying to communicate underwater. You know, when you're underwater and you try to make sounds, it just sounds all muffled and it sounds like you can't really understand what it is. That is exactly what happens to Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So get ready to feel confused, to feel indecisive, to feel like you're not understanding something, to feel like you just can't grasp something with your mind, or it becomes extremely difficult to make a final decision. So what is the best thing to do during this time? Just do your spiritual practices. That is the only way to try to gain some clarity. If you try to wreck your brain about a situation and you're just like thinking about it and trying to see it this way and trying to see it that way, it's just going to add more and more confusion to you. It's going to add more confusion and add more muffledness into your life. Aside from this, Mercury and Venus are also conjunct with Rahu as well as Neptune. So things are not what they seem, guys. Really, things are not what they seem. And if we try to see the situations with our material eyes and with our material minds, we are going to make the wrong choices, and we are not going to be able to truly understand what we're trying to reevaluate here. This is a very spiritual and deep energy. So during this Mercury retrograde, be very cautious with contracts that you sign, or even making contracts or anything that is written. You want to reevaluate it, go over it again, make sure that everything is exactly where it needs to be. Also, with the energies of this, it's more of a time of being still and listen more. That's my greatest guidance with this, is that the more you just listen, and not just listen to everything around you, other people around you, and even listening to your own heart, to your own self, this is how we're going to gain the clarity. If we start talking too much, if we start impulsively saying, impulsively talking from our emotions, we might just create more confusion, not just for ourselves, but everything around us. So the idea is be still. Find silence, especially if you feel like your mind is just, it's just too much. It's just too many things going on, too many contradicting thoughts. One says yes, the other one says no. So this is a time to really find that stillness. And as we go into that stillness, and as we go into meditation, and as we go into the depths of ourselves, of our feelings, then that is when we're going to start finding a little bit more clarity. I really mentioned this because if we do say something impulsively out of our emotions, we might just end up with the foot in the mouth syndrome, where we just are like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. So if you need to get something out, I highly suggest journaling, art, anything where you can kind of express yourself in creative ways, in imaginative ways, to try to get some clarity in yourself and to try to make sense out of all the emotions and feelings and moods that are coming out of you at this time. So I want to just pull the chart really quick so that we can understand the transits and the energies that are going on here with the energies of this Mercury retrograde. And as I mentioned, this is a very powerful time. We are in between eclipses as well. So if you have not checked the eclipse video, definitely go check it out, because that is definitely going to bring a lot more understanding to what is going on in our lives at this time. So we're in between eclipses. This is a transformative time. This is a time that is trying to highly, highly transform our Pisces part of our charts. And as we see here, Mercury is going to be retrograding along with Venus retrograding, along with Rahu, and along with Neptune, and Sun is still here, very close to Saturn. This is very, very difficult times, guys. I'm going to say this, and I want you guys to give yourself some grace, because what is going on right now is not an easy situation. With the Sun so close to Saturn, we could be seeing things in a very pessimistic way. We could be feeling like a gray cloud is over our heads. We could be feeling this very dense and restrictive energy. And what makes it so difficult is that Rahu is the energy of desire. Rahu is the energy of desire that it's like, I don't care how we get there, we're going to go. I don't care if we hurt people. I don't care if I have to step over people. My desires is what is most important, and that is exactly what I want to have in my life. So because of that, there is a very tug of war going on within us, where we may be feeling this energy of like, God, I want this so bad. But then Saturn and the sun are constricting this energy. And Saturn is saying, no, it's not your time yet. We need to mature more. You need to see things for what they are. You need to be realistic. You need to get real with yourself. And then the Rahu with Neptune and Venus and Mercury are like, but I'm just desiring this. But I want this so bad. And so we could be having this really intense tug of war within ourselves, within our hearts at this time. One side is saying, this is what I want. I don't care what people think. And then the other side says, well, you can't have it. Not yet. You can't just have it yet. And so we're having this constrictive energy. And with Venus retrograding, it deals a lot with our energies of love and money and self-worth. And now with Mercury retrograding, it deals with our mind and our intelligence. So a lot of things are shifting here for us, guys. And I'm talking about from our heart's desires are going through a massive transformation and transmutation, while at the same time our mind and our intelligence is also going through a massive shift of transformation and changes of perception. But we have to be so extremely cautious. Why? Because Neptune and Rahu are here, and we are not seeing things clearly. Things are very elusive at this time. Things are creating a lot of imaginative scenarios that may not be real, that may be adding more wood to the fire or adding more fears. It's a tough energy, guys. And that's the reason why if we try to go about this next couple of days with rationality and thinking what is, head over heart and thinking what is the most rational outcome, we are going to be running in circles. We're going to be running in circles, feeling lost, feeling like I can't find the answer. And it is because the answer is not within our thoughts and our rationality. This is not a problem-solving situation. No. This is not a problem-solving situation. This is something where we have to surrender. Surrender to the uncomfortability, surrender to the confusion, surrender to the illusion in a way. I mean, as we surrender to the illusion and we just understand that it's an illusion, we might start to be able to see it in a more clear way. But this is really forcing us to just go with the flow and feel. You can't control. You can't try to manipulate. You can't try to force an outcome. You just have to surrender to what is at this time. So there could be a lot of denial. There could be a lot of lack of acceptance if we're fighting this energy. And what makes it more difficult is that because it is so mystical and ethereal, the part that makes it difficult is that Saturn and Sun are begging for practicality and reality of the facts. So we need to understand that this is coming. This is pulling us at this time. Something wants us to have an answer, to have some sort of rational understanding, to take control of our realities, and to try to get our ducks in a row and be realistic of what is going on. But at the same time, the feelings and the moods and the energies within is what is making it a little bit more difficult here for us. Guys, this is a maturing time. It's almost like a reality check. It's almost like if you've been living in fantasies, if you've been living in illusions, if you've been fooling yourself, this is a really powerful time that is just like, look at how you've been fooling yourself. Look at how you're going into this illusion. Then, of course, We have here Saturn in the 12th house from this, which means that there is something that we need to let go of. And of course, this is going to be different for everybody. It could be a relationship, or it could be a way of thinking, or it could be something that has been stuck in our subconscious for a very long time. It could be a perception that we've been holding on to, a perception of ourselves, of the world and situations, a perception of what relationships are, a perception of what money is, a perception of what we should be. Also, it could actually be a physical thing like a relationship or a job or a way of living, a habit. Something here is saying, as you go through this, you're going to recognize that something has to dissolve. And that's the reality check, that something has to dissolve. This could be turbulent as well for the home, for home matters, because we have Mars in the 4th house here. This could be bringing a lot of agitation in the core of our contentment. So I'm going to be honest, guys, we're not going to feel very content. And we are going to have to really dig deep within ourselves to find that content feeling. And that's why I mentioned a lot of the spirituality, a lot of the meditation, a lot of the chanting. Like, this is what's going to help us get through this time, because we just have to go with the flow. And the good thing is that Jupiter being in the 3rd house is allowing for us to see things from a different point of view. It's allowing for us to have a change of mind, to have a change of perception. And sometimes that's all it needs for you to totally change your world. For example, the perception of seeing the glass half full, then half empty. That alone will completely eradicate all feelings of lack in your life, in all aspects of your life. That's just an example. So there's something really powerful going on here with us right now. And I know it's extremely uncomfortable, especially for our egos, because our egos just want to have it right, just want to do everything right and want to be perfect. So it's going to be very uncomfortable for the ego. But just know that if you're going through this feeling of purification and suffering or intense situations, the more you just trust and surrender and use this time, I would say the best thing is use this time to almost like release all the pent up emotions and things that we've been carrying for such a long time through forgiveness, surrendering, compassion. These are the keys of relief that we are going to be able to utilize during this time. So it's almost like life forcing us to surrender and to forgive and to be compassionate, because the weight that we've been carrying it's just unbearable now, that the only thing we can do is go through this diffusion of it. So very, very powerful times, guys. I'm sending everybody so much strength, so much love, so much light, that you can be so successful going through this situation, and that you come out more whole and more of your authentic self truly during this time. So now, guys, I'm going to be doing some horoscopes for each individual sign. Please check your ascendant and moon sign. That is going to be the way that we're going to be doing these things, these horoscopes. And more than anything, the rising sign is going to show you how the physical things in your life are going to be shifting, while the moon sign is going to be showing you what internally the feelings that you're going to be feeling. Okay, please, for my Geminis and my Virgos, you guys are going to be the ones that feel it the most, as well as people who are going through their Mercury Mahadasha, and as well as those people who may have a weak moon at this time, a moon close to a malignant planet. These people have to be extra cautious during this time. So let us get started with the energies of our beautiful Aries. Welcome, Aries, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. I hope that you're doing incredible and amazing. So for you, my beautiful Aries, Mercury is going to be retrograding in your 12th house. So wow. I mean, you are the one who truly is going through the most powerful, deep transformation of your subconscious, as you are going through massive release of letting something go. You may be processing a lot of the past at this time going through a lot of thoughts about the past, what has happened, what has not happened. And this is a great time for deep, deep healing, okay? Deep, deep healing. It wants you to, I mean, you can go even into the healings of your past life. Past life regressions at this time could be powerful. Hypnotherapy, any types of healings. Isolation, I really suggest for you, my beautiful Aries. Some isolation and time alone can really bring you a lot of understandings of what's going on in your life. Meditation and chanting is going to help a lot. Even if you were to be in a foreign land, faraway land, or just even disconnecting. If you just turn off your social media for like the week and a half of the eclipse portal, this could give you so much insight to what it is that you are trying to transmute and heal within yourself. Now here again, you, out of mostly everybody, this is definitely the time to listen. Listen to your heart, listen to the people around you, listen to the environment, listen to the advice that is given to you. Something here is trying to give you a heads up, but if you're not listening, you're going to miss it. And you have a chance here to literally get rid of an old weight that has been bringing you down for a very long time. Therefore, this is a fantastic time to make space for a new life to come by releasing and letting go of something. And even if you don't know what it is that you're like, oh, Vinodini, I don't know what it is that you're asking me to let go of, then start with physical things. Start with cleaning out your space. Spring cleaning is here, and get rid of the things that you no longer need. Get rid of the stuff that is no longer serving you. Get rid of the things that are taking space in your life. That's really what this Mercury retrograde is trying to help. And if you're going through therapy or any counseling at this time, this could be a fantastic time for you to really get to the bottom of something that has really been affecting you for a very, very long time. Okay? This is a wonderful time to really heal parent wounds, mother wounds, father wounds, childhood wounds, like all these types of wounds is the time to really heal. And something that has been hidden from you is finally going to come out to the surface, my beautiful Aries. So meditate, and you're going to see that it's going to be revealed to you. So let's see, what do we have for our beautiful Aries when it comes to this Mercury retrograde? What do we have for Aries when it comes to this Mercury retrograde? And we have surrender the drama, Aries. We're filling up we keep going around a situation, getting dramatic about it. You know, let's say something happened in the past that you went through that was very difficult. Every single time you talk about this, because you want to vent, you are literally reliving this painful memory again and again and again and again. And if you're like, well, I'm trying to make sense out of it, I'm trying to figure out like why, then don't talk about it. Sit with it. Sit with the feelings. If there's something that is emotionally charged in a situation, back off. Go for a breather. Go take some space on your own. And this is going to make you feel so much better. Do not contribute to more drama in your life. Because I know for some Aries lovers from the past may be coming back, people in the past may be coming back, and this could be causing a lot of issues. So you really have to choose your battles wisely, my beautiful Aries. You literally have to choose your battles wisely and not get involved in every single drama that you feel. We also have surrender stubbornness. So you're stubborn about a situation, something. And this is the reason why we have all these planets in the 12th house. Because, you know, when an Aries gets stubborn about something, it's like literally impossible. It's impossible to get them to budge. But this stubbornness, if you don't allow for yourself to be more yielding at this time, you are going to end up carrying this pain still and stubbornly keeping it inside of you. And you're going to miss your chance of actually going through massive healing and releasing it. So next time, during this time, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I and you feel tense about something and you're just like, no, I'm not going to budge. Like, this is what I want. This is how I want it. And no, 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 no. Then check yourself and see like, okay, that is going to backfire on you. This is a time to go with the flow. This is time to be flexible. And this is a time to allow yourself to flow with the situation. If you stay stubborn and fixed and firm, it's going to break you. So just flow with it, Aries. Flow with it. And at the end of this Mercury retrograde, what is really trying to help you is like you're going to end up going into surrendering to your full power at this time. So that is what this whole thing is for. That is what this healing is for, my beautiful Aries. For you to surrender to your full power. There's something in your subconscious that is not allowing for you to really go into your full power. You're stubbornly thinking that that's just how it is, that's how it will always be, and that's how it's not going, that's how it will always be, period. So the time has come for you to surrender to your full power, to your full energies. Your life is calling for you to stop living your life so small. So use this Mercury retrograde to see in the ways that you keep yourself small. Check to see the internal dialogue that is going within you. Is it a dialogue that is based on believing in yourself with humility and faith? Or is it based on egotism, fear, and this sense of entitlement? So going into that, you're going to be able to really surrender to your full power at this time, my beautiful Aries. Some of the things that are going to be involved here is things that have to do with problem solving, your enemies and debts. These things could be going through a transformation at this time, and that's what you're transmuting, as well as your mindset. Something around your mindset is also going to be going through a massive transformation. So those were your messages, my beautiful Aries. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, Aries, if you're going through a breakup, if you're going through a very hard time, let me be there for you. We'll love to serve you. I have right now 45% off on my consultations. In the description here below. You will be able to find the promo code. In the 75-minute session, we're going to go deep into your natal chart, as well as the current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you will like, so that you can get the clarity, so that we can find out what it is that is hidden from you to make the changes and transform your life. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. Thank you so much for being here. And now we're going to do our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. And for you, this is happening in the 11th house of friendships, of networks, and of your dreams and aspirations. I mean, this one is a big one for you, my beautiful Taurus. You're going through a really powerful time, Taurus, of like, what is really your dreams? What do you really want for your life? And Taurus, you may be feeling like, I really have this dream deep in me, but you may be afraid to go for it. Or you may be thinking like, I don't know if that's going to come true. Or you may be feeling like, who am I fooling myself? I'm already like past that time. Or yeah, that's a nice dream, but why will I ever reach it? How could I ever reach it? So there's something here that is fear-based and confusion-based and self-esteem based, where you are not allowing yourself to really go for those dreams and aspirations. And it's because either you want to play it safe, or because you are feeling like, okay, well, my life is good, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But life here is really asking you, Taurus, are you really living the ultimate dream of your life? Are you really at least like having that joy and happiness of feeling like you're going towards your dreams and aspirations? Or have you totally disconnected yourself from your dreams and aspirations to the point that it's like, I don't even allow myself to dream that big, because the disappointment, the disillusion, the pain of failing is going to be so much bigger. So I just prefer to not even go there. I prefer to not even try to make that happen. And that is what Mercury is going to be retrograding here. Also, if you're surrounded by the wrong people, if you're surrounded by the people that are not the best for you, there could be a lot of reevaluations about, like, who do you surround yourself with? Who is the people that are around you? Do you have enough people or networks of people that can help you? And maybe even recognizing that dreams is not that you have to do it all alone. Dreams is that most probably you can also do it with others that are going to uplift you. So to surround yourself with the right people is going to be something fantastic. Now, watch out with your communication. Watch out for contracts. Watch out for making any large purchases at this time. And watch out with the way that you talk to your friends. Some of you guys may talk to a friend from the past that you had beef with, and then there's an opportunity here to remend that. Or some of you guys are going to feel that, you know, this person is not necessarily the best person for me to hang out with. But just watch out, because and even in social media, if you end up saying something that is not the right thing, you might cause a lot of the commotion and stir up a lot of things. So this is a time to, again, listen more, listen to your friends, listen to your heart and dreams that are there, and listen to the networks of people that are around you, because this can bring a lot of opportunities. And also it can even teach you how to open up your heart to the possibilities of truly making your dreams come true. Wow, Taurus, this is a big one for you. This is a big one for you, especially with your Venus retrograding as well in the same place. This is powerful. And this is like in the depths of yourself. All of these things are in the deepest parts of Pisces, in the deepest parts of the ocean, of the cosmo ocean. So those things that have been hidden in the waters of your emotions are literally being blown out and coming up when it comes to your dreams and aspirations, when it comes to your associations. So let's see, what are some other messages that we have here for my beautiful Tauruses for this upcoming Mercury retrograde, for Taurus for Mercury retrograde? And we have vegetarian. Taurus, it would be good for you to maybe cool it. Really watch out for your diet. If you are been thinking of becoming vegetarian, definitely do it. This is going to help you so much. Even if you don't want to be vegetarian forever, if you just become vegetarian during this eclipse portal, the energies and the negativity could be subsided so much. One of the things that controls the negativity of Rahu is being vegetarian. And one of the things that makes Rahu become more exasperated and uncontrollable is meat eating. So it would be good for you to at least become vegetarian for a couple of days, detox for the eclipse portal. And if you are vegetarian, then maybe there's a dream here of maybe teaching others about this lifestyle, or something like this could really be helpful for you. Okay, we also have in the spring, yes, this is a very, very important time for you, Taurus, that is going to be life-changing. It's going to be life-changing. From here on, you're going to be having a massive transformation, and you're going to be going through a massive shift, because it's getting out of your comfort zone. It's saying, you think you're happy in this situation where you are repressing your dreams and aspirations, and this spring, with these aspects, with this eclipse portal, is going to exasperate that comfortability and force you out of it. And when you come out of it, that is when you're going to start blooming intensely. By your birthday, which is in between eclipses, you're going to see a massive rebirth of yourself, of your dreams, of your aspirations, and what you're hoping to have. This is very powerful, my beautiful Taurus. Be open to a transformation. Be open to changes. Be open to having a sense of rebirth in your life, okay? This is what's going to really, really help. And as I mentioned, friendships, talk to your friends, be with friends, listen to your friends. And, you know, if there's friends that are just not meant to be with you, you're going to see who really is your friend during this time, who really is there for you, and who is just somebody who's taking advantage of you. So those were my messages to you, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. 45% off on my consultation. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart as well as your current transits. And you can ask me as many questions as you like until you get the clarity that you deserve. So make sure to book one today using the promo code in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful Taurus, those were your messages. I hope that they help. If you like them, make sure to give a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And oh my God, my beautiful Gemini, you are definitely going to be feeling this because Mercury is your planet. It's your ruling planet. Therefore, you are going to really be feeling this strong transit. And just looking at this, I'm going to say, my beautiful Gemini, if you have not gone already through an existential crisis, I see you going through a little bit of an existential crisis of like, okay, what am I doing? What is my purpose? What am I doing here? Is this really my path? Is this really what I'm meant to do? Is this my purpose in life? Is this what I'm going to be remembered for? So some of you guys are really going through a lot of thinking about your purpose. And so this may bring a lot of existential crises where you're just like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? Like, is this really what I came into this earth to do? For some of you guys who are in a job that is not very fulfilling, then this is going to become even more powerful, where Mercury is really going to show you how unfulfilled you truly are in this situation, how unfulfilled you are in this job and this company. Now, one thing I am going to say, Gemini, keep yourself quiet, because you may be so tempted to tell your boss something or to tell your coworker something, and you just have to just keep it to yourself. Do not react at this time, because if you do end up impulsively saying something, you might just mess up a lot of opportunities for yourself. But Mercury is really making you think, is this what I came here to do? Is this sustainable? Is this job sustainable? Me being miserable in this job, is this sustainable? Others of you who have your own business, this is a time where you got to be very cautious, because there could be a lot of problems with technology, problems with campaigns, ads, marketing. And I would even say use this time more to kind of go over your business model and reassess some things and transform some things. If you take it in this way, you might just use the Mercury retrograde in the best way possible. So it's trying to help you redo a situation. Others of you who are ready to maybe find a new job, polish your resume. This is a great time for you to polish your resume and for you to start just applying and going and applying to everywhere. Like, that is going to be very good for you. So let's see, what are some other messages here for Mercury retrograde for Gemini? Gemini for this Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And we have a quiet retreat. Exactly. You need quiet. You need to disconnect from the office, disconnect from the job, disconnect from the computer, your business, and just sit in silence. You need solitude. You need isolation. And that's just not going to be helping your career, but your Jupiter is also asking for you to do that. You need time alone to actually make sense of what it is that is going on. There's too much noise. You need a quiet retreat. Some of you guys will really benefit from just even disconnecting from social media, disconnecting from the world, walking every day in nature, finding times of seclusion, finding times of quiet, so that you can really listen to yourself, so that you can really listen to your heart, so that you can really get to a sort of understanding, a deeper understanding within you. So this is very, very important. And believe it or not, it's going to benefit your career and it's going to benefit your money. Yep. God is your source. You see, this is not something that you're going to understand with your mind or logically figure it out. Nope. You're going to finally get some sort of answer or insight or understanding to this whole situation by understanding that God is your source, by surrendering to God and saying, okay, God, give me a sign. Is this really what I'm meant to be? Give me a sign. Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Pray, connect, meditate. This is how you're going to start getting more understanding. It's not going to be through your head, Gemini. You're not going to figure it out with your mind. You are going to figure it out with your heart, with your spiritual connection. That's how you're going to figure it out. And last but not least, words of abundance. So you are a person of affirmations and words, Gemini. So this could also be shifting where it's like, how are you talking about your job? How are you talking about your future? How are you talking about your purpose in life? Remember, the words that become abundant. Make sure that your words are abundant. Make sure that you're saying how your career is going to be expanding, how how your business is going to be doing. Like, just affirm positivity, affirm abundance, choose powerful, positive words, even affirmations during this time to help you gain a sense of clarity and courage could really help you. So watch out for what you're saying, especially to what you're saying to the public or to your boss or to your coworkers. Alrighty, Gemini, so those were your messages, Gemini. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you get a consultation with me, 45% off on my consultations right now using the promo code in the description here below. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart along with the transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like until you get the clarity that you need. So make sure to book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Geminis, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope for Mercury retrograde. And for you, Cancer, this Mercury retrograde is going to be happening in your 9th house. So my beautiful Cancer, you've been going through a massive transformation of your principles, morals, and of your belief systems, okay? Something about your belief system, something about the way that you believe in yourself, the faith that you have for yourself, the faith that you have for your situation, and your connection with the divine is what is most important and what is being tested at this time. Others of you who are currently studying in universities or certifications or learning under a mentor, a coach, this is actually a great time to have a mentor and a coach, because your mind for beliefs is being very, very malleable at this time. It's like you can really tap into some deep-seated beliefs that have been very detrimental to you and rewrite your story. This is a time where you can have the ability to rewrite your story. And as you rewrite your story, you're going to rewrite your belief systems and what it is that you truly believe. Okay? Those of you who are in school, you do need to study a lot. Okay? Study, 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 study. If you think 3 hours of study is enough, add another half an hour. Go the extra mile. Because this is going to be a very, very important time for testings and things like this. Travels, be careful. Travels, be careful. Make sure that you are being very, that if you have some travels to do, that you're getting to the airport really early, that you're being very cautious, extra cautious. Check twice, 3 times, that you have everything that you need in order for you to not have any issues. Expect delays, expect unexpected things. So just go with the flow. Go with the flow, my beautiful Cancer. Nothing you can do. Just go with the flow. So let's look a little bit deeper into these messages, my beautiful Cancer. Let's see. What do we have for Cancer for this Mercury retrograde? Be very cautious of doing something adharmic, of doing something against God's laws, or doing something that is immoral, or doing something that is unprincipled, because Mercury here is really going to make you have it. Now, if you have been in a very restrictive way of believing, this Mercury retrograde is allowing for you to, allow yourself to see things from a different point of view, but still holding respect to Dharma. So your first, travel. And actually, even if you are traveling, even though it could be a little bit of a issue, oh, excuse me, even though it could be a little tedious to travel at this time, you're going to really get some insights. You're really going to get some understanding of a deeper understanding of your dharma and what it is that you have come here to do. If you're not traveling right now, even making travel plans could be something nice as well. So you can use this for traveling plans for sure, finding the best prices, organizing a trip. All these things could be really beneficial for you, and that trip can really transform and change things for you. We also have a dietary change. Okay, this is a time for you to maybe change some sort of eating, some sort of way of, maybe you guys are drinking too much, smoking too much. Something here is asking for you to have a dietary change, where maybe you've been eating a lot of gluten or been eating a lot of dairy, meat, or something like this. So it's like, go through a detox, to give yourself a detox. That could be very beneficial for you, and you could be feeling really good doing a sort of detox. And the time has come for you to let go of some bad vices. If it's smoking, drinking, drugs, anything like this is a great time for you to really transmute these energies and release this. And again, vegetarian. Wow, Cancer. It's really, really talking about the way that you're eating. And a lot of people don't take this into account, but foods, you are what you eat. And foods have categories of either being tamasic, rajasic, or sattvic. And what I mean by tamasic, sattvic, or rajasic is that the three modes of nature, where it's ignorance, passion, or goodness. So make sure that you start with that. As simple as that could really transform our lives. So if you want to eradicate ignorance from you, from yourself, stop eating foods that bring ignorance. Tamasic foods, ignorant foods, like meat, like alcohol. These are very tamasic foods. And if you, for example, are too passionate, where it's just like too much lust, too much wants, too much desires, too much frustrations, too much impulsibilities, then this might be because you're very rajasic foods, too much passionate foods. So maybe doing a little bit of a dietary change. And I'm not saying that you got to become vegetarian forever. I mean, if you do, wonderful, great. But at least for this time, to make this aspect a little bit easier on you, try to eat more sattvic foods, foods that are more simple, that are vegetarian, that are going to really help you to heal yourself, to heal. And as you start, what you eat and what you consume will no longer be affecting your perception and your beliefs and your way of thinking. People think that our first brain is this brain. Our first brain is our gut. That's our first brain. And if you look at it, it looks like a brain, like all like full of and the gut has more neural pathways to the brain than the brain to the gut. So clean out your gut. Cleaning out your gut will clean out your mind. So those were your messages, my beautiful Cancer. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo, 45% off on my consultations right now using the promo code in the description here below. You can book one today, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like until you get the clarity that you deserve. So I'll be waiting for you there. Book yours today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancers, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope. Leo, wow, Leo, you really have been going through a powerful change. I want to send so much love, so much strength, and so much, just a big hug to all my Leos, because you guys have been going through a powerful time right now where life is saying the time has come for you to change. The time has come for you to release that fear. The time has come for you to believe the time has come for you to eradicate anything in your mind that is impeding you from truly embracing your full power of life. This also deals with other people's monies. So if you are working as a financer or working other people's monies, working with credit, insurances, anything like this at this time, it could be going through a lot of delays. It could be going through a lot of transformations. It could be going through a lot of inheritance even. It could be going through a lot of delays and things like this. So be patient. It's coming. It's transforming. It's going for you. But prepare yourself, because what Mercury is doing here for you is that it wants you to research deep into your shadow. This is shadow work energy for you. You are going through a dark night of the soul, my beautiful Leo, where life is saying the time has come for you to integrate your shadow, integrate all this pain, integrate all this fear, and to find your power once again. Also, how it is that you've been giving your power away. How can you bring it back? If you need to cut any cords, if you need to pay what is due and pay back whatever you need to pay back so that you can release that tie, those binding contracts. This is something that Mercury is trying to help you do. But more than anything, doing massive research of yourself and of your psyche. So great time to do therapy, great time to do counseling, great time for you to have a reading with me so that we can go deep into the mysteries of yourself and what it is that life is trying to help you see. This is an intimate time of vulnerability. So if you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like writing in your journal to try to understand what is going on in your emotions, do it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. That is what these aspects are literally forcing into you, into this massive vulnerability. And also reevaluate your share assets if you are currently in a marriage or a partnership. Let's see, what do we have for my beautiful Leos in this upcoming Mercury retrograde? For Leo, Mercury retrograde, don't take out any loans. Don't play with stock market. Don't do any risky investments. Don't get involved in any of those things, my beautiful Leo. You're not seeing things clearly. If it's too good to be true, most probably is. Let's see. Surrender low self-esteem. That's the number one thing that we're doing. That's the thing that I'm talking about. That psychologically, you're going to be transforming any remnants of low self-esteem. This is a time to find them. This is a time for you to find those remnants of low self-esteem and to totally release them and eradicate them from your life. Okay? You deserve success, love, and abundance like everybody else. You're no exception. So use this Mercury retrograde to do the research in yourself of what is it, those insecurities that keep holding you back. We also have surrender to inner peace. I'm telling you, you're going to be triggered. This is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. These are the things that you've been repressing and hiding for a very long time. And this Mercury retrograde, Venus, Rahu, Neptune, like it's just like opening Pandora's box and saying, we're going to look into there. What do you have there? What are you hiding there, Leo? And everything's going to come out. So you really have to look for inner peace. And understand that this is the process. You're going through a purification process. Practice a lot of inner peace. Practice a lot of meditation. Practice a lot of self-soothing. This might even be the time where you're going to learn how to create, how to manage your emotions a lot better, how to manage your triggers a lot better. And last but not least, surrender to silence. Yes, it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be loud. You need time alone. You need silence. You need inner peace to truly utilize this energy in the most positive way possible. Okay? This is what's going to help you stay grounded during this very tumultuous time. You're going to feel like it's this tumultuous energy as the Pandora box is being open. But if you remain in silence, non-reacting to everything that is coming up, and you are committed to your inner peace, then you're definitely going to be able to eradicate those remnants of low self-esteem in your life. Very powerful, my beautiful Leo. I'm sending you so much strength, baby. You got this. You got this, Leo. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more personal message, then make sure to take advantage of my 45% off on my consultations that I have right now. Using the promo code in the description here below, you will be able to book one today, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart along with the transits. And also you can ask me as many questions as you like, especially if you're going through a lot of confusion, vulnerability, and feeling very triggered. I'm here for you, baby. I'm here to serve you. So make sure to book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for Mercury retrograde. And Virgo, I'm going to be super honest with you. You are the sign that is going to have the most tumultuous energy, and is going to be the sign that is going to be most affected with this Mercury retrograde. Why? Because Pisces is your opposite sign, and your planet is in Pisces along with retrogression motion. So, my beautiful Virgo, you really are going through a massive transformation in your commitments. For all my beautiful Virgos that are going through heartbreaks right now, I'm sending you so much love. So much love. I'm here for you if you want to talk. If you want to find a way to transmute these energies, definitely book a session with me and we can do it. I'm sending so much love to all my Virgos that are feeling confused in love at this time. Don't worry about it. It's temporary. You're going to get the clarity that you need. And I'm also sending so much love to all my Virgos that are currently single, feeling like, why am I single? I'm ready for love. Where is the love of my life? Mercury is trying to help you to change a perception that you have around love. And I think this is good for you, Virgo, because Virgo, it's interesting. Virgo is a very strong perfectionist, and perfection doesn't work in love. This is the reason why Venus becomes debilitated in your sign, because perfection, conditional love doesn't work. And as a Virgo, you may strive to really find or to create this perfect partner, this perfect relationship, this perfect thing that you have in your head, but in reality, it cannot. And I really believe that all the things that are happening in your 7th house right now are humbling you, showing you that this conception that you have of love, it's distorted. And with your 7th house being ruled by Pisces, I mean, you really came to understand what true spirit to spirit love is all about. So when we get confused with the practicalities, when the physicalities, the qualities of the other person, what the person's doing, what the person's not doing, I want them to be like this, I want them to be like that. If they were just like this, then I'll be happier. Like, this is causing a lot of issues. Not just the perfectionism, but also if there's communication issues, or if there is any sort of communication issues could be something that is really coming up for you here at this time. And not just with love. If you're not dealing with anybody, you're not interested in love, you don't want to be in love, okay, business partners. It's affecting your business partners. It's affecting all your commitments. Even if you're committed to your boss, it's affecting that. It's really making you reevaluate commitments. And also changing the dynamics of commitments where you cannot save someone. And it is not your job to fix someone, where maybe you're taking your partners as a DIY project where you're trying to make them and create them into something that you want and that you see as the perfection. This is bringing humility of like, you know what, just love because you love. Just love a person in their imperfections. That's true unconditional love. That's real love. So it's very, very powerful. Let's go a little bit deeper into your energies here, my beautiful Virgo. What else do we have for Virgo for this upcoming Mercury retrograde? What else do we have for Virgo for this upcoming Mercury retrograde? Clearly decide what it is that you want, because it's coming to you very soon. This is both for my singles and both for my partner people. This is what Mercury retrograde is helping you reevaluate. Virgo, what do you really want? What do you really want? What do you really desire in love? and clearly decide that what that is, because it's coming to you very, very, very soon. I really suggest for you to meditate, and I really suggest for you to tap into the feels, because if you're like, oh, what I want is 6 foot, blonde, blue eyes, this, like, these are all material things. They're not the essence. That's what it's trying to show you. Love is about falling in love with the essence, and that essence, how much they love you. That is what love is. It needs to transcend all material and temporary qualities. And that way you're going to be able to find that heart-to-heart love. Ooh, codependencies. Oof, Virgo. Addictions are affecting your love life. And this can happen very easily when we have a Pisces 7th house. Virgo can become the savior. Virgo can become the one that's trying to save the partner, that is trying to heal the partner, that is trying to help the partner. No. Or you could be in this vibe where you're just like, I want help, I want to be saved. No. But addictions are affecting your love life. If you're currently in a relationship where there's alcohol, drugs, addiction issues, and it's already come up for you before, where it's like the person did something, oh, but I was drunk, or I was going, like, no. You still did it. The karma has been done. The action has been done. Or you may be having this codependency as well. So the time has come to shift the perception in love, where you don't need to be codependent. Codependent relationships will never bring happiness. It brings a lot of suffering. So really check to see what are the addictions that are affecting your love life. And is there any codependent things where maybe you're afraid to be abandoned, or you're afraid for something to end. And so there's a codependency here between the both of you. The time has come to become a little bit less codependent, and for you to not be involved in toxic relationships. With the Neptune as well in here, Virgo, you gotta really watch out, because Neptune in the 7th house, if you're seeing your relationship with rose-colored glasses, you are bound to go into a very abusive and toxic relationship. You gotta see people for how they are, for what they are, truly. And your relationship is really meant to be more spiritual than anything else. And last but not least, release your ex, Virgo. You got to close those chapters. You got to close those chapters. I feel like some of my Virgos maybe broke up with somebody. Now they're coming back with this Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. And it's like really asking for you to let go of the past. Really asking for you to let go of that situation. Really asking for you to release your ex. The time has come for you to clear your energy. This is what Venus and Mercury are trying to do. Clear your energy around love, to prepare you for what you really, really want. Okay, so those are your messages, my beautiful Virgo. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message, then I highly suggest that you book a consultation with me today. 45% off on my consultations, where we have a 75-minute session. We go deep into your natal chart, the current transits that you're going through, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. Especially questions about love. If you're confused about love, a relationship, a partner, a commitment, make sure to book your consultation with me here today. In the description below, use the promo code. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgos, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, Libra, this Mercury retrograde is happening in your 6th house. You are really going through a reevaluation of your health, routines, daily life. Life is really asking, Libra, we got to put your life in order. We got to put your ducks in a row. We got to get everything in alignment, okay? Like, we got to get your life in order. That is what this is trying to help you with. Also, watch out at work that you end up saying something wrong in front of your boss. Watch out for, with your coworkers and how you're speaking with your coworkers. If you're not currently happy in your current job, this is giving you an opportunity for you to change things, for you to maybe apply to something new, or to change your situation. If you've been unemployed, then this is a great time for you to really get your act together and find employment, and get your resume in order, get your things out there, and really do something. Libra, if you're going through a depression, it's because you're not doing anything. You know, it's funny, like everybody dreams about being retired at an early age and having nothing to do and having so much free time. And this is kind of like what we are hoping and seeking and wishing for. But in reality, those are breeding grounds for massive depression. It is. It is. Sloth is a deadly sin. It's a deadly sin to be slothing and to not have anything to do and to just be too free. There's also the Albert Camus. He said, you know, you're free, therefore you're lost. So when we have too much free time and we don't know what we're doing on a daily basis and we're just living life by like, well, I woke up at whatever time, let's see what happens. Like, you are going to be leading yourself into depression, sadness, anxiety. What heals the heart? What heals breakups? What heals these depressions and things like that is that you get to service. When you service, you purified all these things. When you service, you're putting yourself out there for the benefit of the world. You are sharing of yourself for the benefit of the world. So this is really asking for these things, my beautiful Libra, for you to really get into a routine that is life fulfilling, where maybe you're not just living for yourself selfishly, but you're here to also serve. And if you don't know how you want to help, then this Mercury retrograde is really trying to help you to see how you can help, what you like to do, what service can you bring to the world. So it's really trying to get your life in order. And having a busy schedule, a busy schedule can really give you a lot of sense of purpose in your life. So it's really bringing all these things into your life. Clean out the debts, pay out your debts. If you have illnesses, go to the doctor, get your things checked, get yourself in order. The doctor said, stop doing this, stop doing that, do it. Take your health seriously. Health is wealth. What's the point of having all the money in the world if you're sick? You can't even enjoy it. So very important for you to take control over your health at this time. Let's see, what else do we have for our beautiful Libras for this upcoming Mercury retrograde? What else do we have for Libra for Mercury retrograde? Serving vows of poverty. You have some vow that you made in a past life or in this life in a subconscious way where you're just like, well, money's just not for me. Money comes hard to me. Money is not easy. Money is the root of all evil. Money is so only for the rich people. Or all these misconceptions. You could have adopted these concepts from your parents, from others. It's not your story. Use this Mercury retrograde to eradicate these vows of poverty, these vows of lack. Oh, I just don't get, I don't have. No, you can fix all of these things. And also, if you are a busy person, if you are somebody who's really, really busy, you have to be on top of your schedule and work with delays, work with any sort of changes of schedule, go with the flow. It's going to be okay. Don't get worked up about it. We also have attracting, not chasing, really embodying your sense of self-worth. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, I have a service to give. My service is important. You give yourself that. And that is what makes you attractive. That is what makes you embody that money, that abundance, that worth, and it will naturally match you as well. And clearing out the debts. Yep. This is a big one, my beautiful Mercury. I really feel, Mercury, my beautiful Libra. I really feel like you really need to look at your debts this month. Like, don't even look about spending for yourself mindlessly. Like, who do you owe money to? And pay that back. Pay it back. Pay back that toll. Pay back that parking ticket. Pay back all the things. Pay. Fix your credit. Pay. This is going to be very, very good. This is self-care. And also any emotional debts. Time to pay them as well. Alrighty, my beautiful Libra, those were your messages. If you're working out a lot, great time to do detoxes, great time to work out, great time to get into your routine. And if you're working out a lot, be very cautious that you may not get hurt, especially your feet. Alrighty, my beautiful Libra, those were your messages. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo at this time. 45% off on my consultations in the description here below. You can use the promo code, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart. We also go into your current transits, and we also do, you can ask me as many questions as you will like until you get the clarity that you truly need, my beautiful Libra. So book one today in the description here below for 45% off. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, we have it going on in the 5th house of children, of romance, of passions, of creativity, and of you showcasing your talents. Scorpio, you're going through a really, really important time in connecting with the matters of your heart. And when I mean with the matters of your heart, I mean your passions, your romance, how you romanticize your life, and how you connect to your romance more than anything, you know? So are you really getting the passion that you want? Or are you too attached that is causing you pain? Are you so detached that you are now lifeless? There's something going on here. Also with a creative project for some of you guys, maybe some of you guys are working on some creative project at this time, that you're getting to the ends of it, finishing the project, getting the last bits of it. This is not the time for you to release this project, I will say. This is the time for you to reevaluate it, go over it, make sure that that's exactly how you want it, make sure that is exactly how you like it. Mercury here is really going to help you with all of that. And also it's trying to help you with your communication with your children, and really what it is that you want from your heart's desires. If you are currently unfulfilled in a romantic relationship, this Mercury retrograde is really asking, are you really happy in this? Is this really what you want? Is there something that needs to change? Is this really fulfilling your heart? Is this really making your heart sing? So there's a lot of reevaluation of these matters. And more than anything as well, Scorpio, if you're somebody who's a creative or an athlete, or you love your hobbies, or maybe you've disconnected from your hobbies, this is trying to revive that passion, that flame once again. You know, when we really are passionate about a personal interest, it really brings so much passion into our lives. Like if you love music and you do music, then this could be that flame in you that is just always like yearning to be doing music. And if you try to turn this off, like you're like, well, I'm not that very good a musician, so what am I doing? I'm not trying to make it into a career. I'm never going to make money out of this. Then all of these things could really be damping the energies. And even though you may try to turn off that flame within you of passion, it's never going to turn off. You can repress it and ignore it, but it's not going to go away. So for those of you who have been repressing it and ignoring it, it's not going away, my beautiful Scorpio, is not going away. So this is something that is really trying to get you back into yourself, your true self. And if you've been going through a lot of pain romantically, or if you've been going through a lot of disconnection from your children or your inner child, this Mercury retrograde is trying to help you to release that pain through art, through sports, through your hobbies. As you reconnect to your hobbies, this is going to help you to get back into alignment with who you are, what you're all about, and what makes you shine. You know, this is our own personal thing that makes us be bright, okay? That makes us turn on our personal flame so that we can shine and we can turn on the lights of somebody else. If you're going through things with your children, then this is a great time to reevaluate your relationship with your children and maybe change some perceptions around your children or how you go and approach them to better the relationship with them. And this is also a time for a lot of deep understanding of what your heart's desire, what your heart really is seeking. So we have some cards here for you. First and foremost, be yourself. This is all trying to help you be yourself. Is there something in your life or a situation where you just feel like you can't be honest, you can't express your heart, like it's just like you have to hide parts of yourself? So this, everything that is going on in this fifth house is trying to ignite you to become yourself once again. Like if you always loved dancing and you have been stopped dancing and you repressed dancing, then this is who you are. This is yourself. Go for it. Play. Have you forgotten to play, my beautiful Scorpio? Have you forgotten to play and to have fun and to have your heart singing with joy? So if you've been feeling a little like, then this is going to help. Now, others of you Scorpios who have been partying a lot, going off and just like, I don't know what you're talking about, Vinodini. I'm having fun all day, every day. I'm partying all the time. I'm going to this, I'm going to that. Then this may also try to switch your fun around. Like if the only fun that you have is by getting messed up with drugs, getting, blacked out, and that's your fun, especially now that we're in spring break, you may be going through a little bit of a transformation here where it's like, you know what, I'm thinking that's fun, but that's not as fun as I think it is. So allow yourself to go through these transformations. We also have let your friends help you. Get closer to your friends. Make some friends. Talk to your friends. Your friends are going to help you to come back to yourself. Your friends are going to help you to see who Scorpio is all about. If you forgot, your friends are going to be like, oh my God, Scorpio, you've always been so good at doing this, so good at doing that. Scorpio, like when, they're going to help you to come back to you. If you've forgotten, if you feel disconnected from yourself, friends are going to help you to come back to yourself. And we also have a debt paid off. You are really paying off debts here. You're paying off debts of the heart. You're paying off debts of romance. You're paying off the debts to your children. You're going through a sort of purification around all these things. Any karmic situations that you've had in romance, any karmic situations that you've had with your children, this is what's being paid off. An old weight, especially for my Scorpios who have been holding on to a lot of pain in their hearts from past relationships, from past loves that have been very difficult, and you may be still carrying this pain. This Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, Rahu, and everything that's going on in your fifth house, it's literally trying to help you to clean the slate of your heart and to help you get back to zeros so that you can really start thriving, to let the past be in the past and to no longer be holding on the poison of these heartbreaks that have been weighing on your heart. So very transformative times for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Very powerful times for you. Now, these were your messages, Scorpio. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 40% off consultations that I have right now. In the description here below, you'll be able to find the promo code for the 45% off. And you'll be able to book a session, 75-minute session, where we go deep into your natal chart along with the transits that you're going through right now. And you can ask me as many questions as you like until you get the clarity that you deserve. So if you like to have that clarity and that reassurance and the understanding of what is going on in your life at this time, make sure to book a session with me today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpios, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to do our beautiful Sagittariuses. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your horoscope for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. And for you, my beautiful Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde is transiting in your fourth house of the home. This is going to be a really deep, intimate energy. There could be miscommunications with family members, with mother especially, and I need you to be very cautious with your house at this time. If you're doing any remodeling, if you're fixing any things around the house, just take your time. Don't rush through it. Some of you guys may have to redo a situation. Some of you guys may have to research, recheck, go over again. some sort of situation in your home when it comes to fixing things in the house. If you are thinking of buying a place or a property, I would say wait until Mercury moves forward, until Venus moves forward, and that's going to give you a better energy and a better ability for you to make the better decisions. Right now, you're not seeing things very clearly, and later on you may regret. Also with car purchasings or any sort of convenient purchases. Now, Mercury retrograde too is trying to dig deep into your childhood wounds. And so I really see that this is the reason why so many things are coming up with your mother, so many things are coming up with your father, so many things are coming up with family, because we are digging at these childhood wounds, these past wounds, these wounds that have affected you since childhood. And the root of yourself is going through a transformation here. Now, also, this could be a great time for you to really reevaluate the past and think about what has happened in the past, what you've been going through the past, and try to make sense out of what is in the root of yourself. And also finding out why it is that you may not be feeling so content right now, where maybe some of my Sagittarius have all the money in the world, have all the things that you need in the world, but somehow you still feel like unsatisfied, not content. So this is what Mercury is saying, is like, why, Saggy? Why are you still not content? Why? What is it that it's making you feel like you can't just be in happiness? And so this is something that Mercury is trying to show you, my beautiful Sagittarius. So let's see. Be careful with miscommunications with family members, especially your mother. If you have mother issues, mother complex issues, this is a great time to get to the bottom of that and to really heal it as well. Okay, let's see, what do we have here for my beautiful Sagittarius for this upcoming Mercury retrograde? What do we have for Sagittarius? And we have surrender to the wisdom of your body. This, again, this is not going to be something that you're going to understand with your mind, but it's going to be more with your body. So how does your body feel? You can talk yourself out of it, but how does your body feel? Does your body feel good with the certain people that are around you? If it doesn't feel good, it's already talking to you. Does your body feel drained after being in a place or with somebody after some time? Or does your body feel energized and full of energy after an activity, a place, a situation, or hanging out with someone? Really listen to your body at this time, because it's giving you the clues of what feels right and what doesn't feel right. We're not going to get it through logic. Surrender to joy. So that is the contentment that I'm talking about, Sagittarius. How can we surrender to joy more and more every single day? Because the more we surrender to joy, and even though we're maybe going through the darkest of the darkest periods, if you use all your energy to try to find the joy or a little thing to be joyful about. I'm joyful because I get to see the blue sky today. There wasn't chemtrails covering everything, so I got to see the blue sky. Or I have a home, I have a roof over my head, I have food right now. I have my beautiful pet that loves me. Any single thing that you can find the joy in, this is going to create more joy in your life. So be cautious. Don't get caught up in the discontentment of life and in disillusion. And it's like, oh, it's just not enough. Like, oh, it's always the same. Oh, like try to really dig deep into finding that joy, because the more joy you experience, the more joyful change you will have. And we also have surrendering limits. So we got to really set some limits at this time. And you maybe also have to set some limits with yourself when it comes to your emotions. Maybe some of you guys are really dwelling on some emotion and from the past. And it's like, you really have to give yourself like a boundary. Like, it's like, okay, I'm going to cry it out. I'm going to feel this emotion. I'm going to remember the past. I'm going to, just cry and allow myself to feel. But by tomorrow, it's going to be a new day and I'm going to step up with a different vibe. Like, give yourself some boundaries around this, and also at the same time as you do this, you will naturally give yourself boundaries to others. You will naturally be able to set some boundaries in relationships. Maybe some of you guys do have to set some boundaries in family matters or with people that you're very close with. Don't be afraid to say no when you really truly don't feel like it. Feel into your body, and if it doesn't feel right, don't be afraid to say no. This is going to be very helpful for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, those were your messages for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. I hope that they help. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message by me, then definitely book a consultation with me here today. A 45% off consultations at this time for the eclipse season. You will be able to gain a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart along with the current trends you're going through, and you can ask me as many questions as you like until you get the clarity that you deserve. So those were your messages, my beautiful Sagittarius. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your Mercury retrograde horoscope. And for you, my beautiful Capricorn, we are having Mercury retrograde in your 3rd house. This is quite the important energy. This is the original house of Mercury for you, my beautiful Capricorn, but Mercury is going through massive debilitation. Capricorn, you are really going through a massive mental transformation. You could have been stuck in a way of seeing things. Or more than anything, too, your inner dialogue. Oh my God, Capricorn, your inner dialogue. Cappy, I know that inner dialogue is tough, demanding, strict, discipline, and it has this energy of like, you know, especially Capricorn moons. But overall, Capricorn has this, where there's immense harshness on yourself. You demand yourself a lot. You expect a lot from yourself. You demand many things for yourself. You expect yourself to be at a level. You expect yourself to be at a certain rank, height, status, money, whatever. And sometimes, my Capricorn, you really hurt yourself with this. I mean, you hurt yourself. Like, this is a time for you to really see, do I talk to myself kindly, with compassion? Like as if I was my best friend? Like when you see your best friend suffering, you just like, oh, it's because you're stupid. That's what you get for being stupid. That's what you get. Like, you don't talk to your friend like that. But yet, Capricorn can talk to themselves like that. This is what you get. You're never going to get it right. This is your fault. You should be ashamed. This is, this is going to be your life. It's never going to get better. Like anything like this. Any negative way of speaking. Like this is the moment, my beautiful Capricorn, for you to rewrite your story. Really change the way that you speak to yourself. Because, I mean, you may think that it gets you back in line. Maybe your parents used to talk to you like this. And this is the reason why you have this inner dialogue. But now you don't need to longer have this. You can parent yourself and you can start talking to yourself as if you were your best friend, as if you were your own child. And to start shifting these perceptions of judgment, these perceptions of harshness. And if there's some misconception, like if you see yourself in a certain way, then this is a time for you to eradicate the self-loathing and any sort of anger against yourself, frustrations against yourself. I start with yourself. Why? Because if you eradicate this thing, my beautiful Capricorn, if you start speaking to yourself with less judgment, less critical eye, less demanding, less expecting, less conditional love, because you might even be conditionally loving to yourself, where you're just like, oh, I didn't make money today, I didn't achieve anything today, then I don't deserve anything. That's what you get. Like we can get into these levels, Capricorn. So it's like Mercury is really trying to transform this in your mind. You are going through a mindset change very strongly. And the dialogue can be very loud at this time, trying to show you, look, Capricorn, this is how you talk to yourself. And this is how you hurt yourself. And the thing is that, like, if you talk to yourself in this way, then that is exactly how you're going to talk to everybody else. Critical, judgmental, demanding, not with compassion, not with patience, not with love, not with understanding. So it's going to come out. So if you're also feeling like your immediate environment is just like, oh, these people, they're so lazy, they're so inept, mediocre, you're doing this to yourself. And at the same time, even in ancient scripture, it says that the more you criticize somebody else, you're actually adopting those negative qualities. You're helping the person get rid of those negative qualities, and you're putting them in yourself. Also, if there's any issues around, and all of this deals also with your courage, because if there's any issues around your mental patterns around this, then your courage also diminishes. You know, if you talk to yourself like, come on, Capricorn, you can do this. We got this. Let's go. You're great. You're doing great. One step at a time. Yes. Then we become more courageous. But if we talk to ourselves in such a critical and demanding way, like, what it does is it paralyzes us and it fills us up with fear. We may think that, oh, if I talk to myself like this, I'll get myself in shape. I'll get myself in order. This is how I'm supposed to do it. But it actually backfires. So let's go a little bit deeper here. Oh, by the way, do not sign any contracts. Do not sign any contracts, and be very cautious of what you speak at this time. Very cautious. You may say things that out of anger, out of emotions, out of hate, out of frustration, that are not real, and it could really affect your environment. Okay? Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your mind. This is what you really need to practice at this time. So let's see what... Okay, I want to give you these because I wanted to flip. Okay. So wherever you are in love life, it's going to start getting a lot better right now. Okay. Perceptions you have of yourself, perceptions that you have of your partner, they're going to get really good at this time. So wherever you are, single or non-single, you are going to start seeing some really good benefits. This is the bottom of the bottom, and now you're going to start moving up from here. You may start changing perceptions around your partner, which are going to help with more love coming in. We also have the energies of daughter. I really feel like my Capricorn women are going through it strongly. You, my ladies, and let me know if you're feeling this. You guys are going through a very tough time where you are maybe like perceiving yourself to be a bad daughter, to not be good enough. And this is the time for you to make peace with that inner child and talk to her and let her know that she's good enough, that she's safe, and that she can do it. Okay? So a lot of these things are coming from childhood, and the way that you speak to yourself, the way that maybe your parents spoke to you, what they said about you, really, really left an imprint in your life. And so here is, go back to your inner child, my beautiful woman, Capricorn, and give her a lot of love. She's worthy enough. For my men, if you have a daughter, your daughter is the one that has a lot of answers in your life. And maybe you're going to start seeing that you can't speak to your daughter in a very harsh way. You have to speak to her with a lot of sweetness and gentleness because she's a girl. Don't harden her heart. And just because your heart is hardened from the way that you speak, is like, the world doesn't deserve that. Your daughter is going to soften and melt your heart. Allow her to do that. Okay? And for those of you who don't have a relation, who don't have a daughter, and are guys, there's still a mommy complex here that is being healed for you. And there could be a person in your life that you perceive them to be kind of like a daughter that is going through a lot of healing. So this is bringing a rebirth into your life. There might be a birthday coming up soon that is also going to change a lot of things for you. But more than anything is a significant birthday that is going to help you to revive and rebirth yourself. I do want to pull one more card here for you, my beautiful Capricorn. What is another message for Capricorn for this Mercury retrograde? And we have surrender to your passion. Get back into your skills. Get back into learning. Get curious about life. Get curious about others. And when you take this curious approach with life, and you surrender a little bit more to your passions, maybe your passions of doing something with your hands, cutting, drawing, painting, writing, anything that you can do with your hands, music. This is a great time for you to get back into those passions to transform your mental perceptions. All right. So those were your messages, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have going on this month using the promo code, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart. We also go into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Capricorn. So make sure to book one in the description here below today. Be patient with technology, be patient with communication, listen more than talking, and be prepared to have delays in all sorts of communication and things like this. Do not launch your project right now. Don't sign any contracts. And stay just more focused on changing your mindset. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. And for you, my beautiful Aquarius, is happening in the second house of money, self-esteem, and family values. So you're going through a reevaluation. I really think you need to be very focused on your finances, my beautiful Aquarius. Like, you really need to get on this. Finance is one thing that, you have your finances in order. You have your how much money is going in, how much money is going out, my savings account, where is the money going, how am I making money? If right now you're like, I want to make more money, I want to get to a new level, I'm tired of being in the same amount of money, then this is a time where life is giving you the opportunity to have a powerful idea that you can monetize so that you can change your financial situation. So that is very strong. This is helping you to change your financial situation and to help you get a better financial life. If you have been neglecting your finances, your money, then this is a time where it's bringing your energy back into this. Do not spend your money right now. Start saving money. Do not be impulsively shopping. Do not buy that thing. Do not get involved in that get rich quick scheme. If it sounds too good to be true, most probably it is. It is not how it seems. Now, what you can really focus on at this time is, yes, trying to monetize something and see how you can create more abundance and how it is that you can balance more money in your life and get more abundance. But it is also a time for you to really reevaluate your self-esteem, Aquarius. That's really what it's tapping into. Where, how strong of a self-esteem do you have where you really feel like your talents are very valuable, your skills are very valuable, and you deserve the payment that you deserve. There could be some delays in payment as well. If you're waiting for some money to come in, if you're waiting for some bonus or something like this, there could be delays around this. Be very careful with clicking anything, any links that can end up hijacking your accounts. Not wanting to give you fear, but you got to be very cautious. Okay, you got to be very, very cautious with your finances, with all these things going on in your second house. Very powerful. And stay focused on your self-esteem. Stay focused on releasing any insecurities. Stay focused on this, and that is what's going to bring you a stronger sense of finances and a stronger sense of abundance in your life. But more than anything is really trying to get you to believe and to believe in your skills and to not settle. Also, this also comes into relationships. When we have a low self-esteem in relationships, we allow ourselves to be taken advantage of, to be abused, and we may step into these feelings of, into this debilitated relationship because we're not truly seeing our worth. And if we are trying to get the validation from the other person, then this could really be affecting us. So stay focused on your finances, stay focused on your self-care, and stay focused on bringing a lot of love into yourself, a lot of integrity into yourself by releasing any remnants of low self-esteem that you may be having at this time. So let's see, what else do we have for my beautiful Aquariuses for this upcoming Mercury retrograde? And we have no more complaining. How you're speaking about finances, how you're speaking about money. Is it complaining? Is it criticizing? Is it gossiping? If you are using your words for these things, this is actually blocking your abundance, your prosperity in your life. And so watch out. No more complaining. This is really blocking your money. And try to see the goodness in all. And if you have nothing good to say, just don't say it at all. That is going to be the best way to manage this. Also, visualize abundance in all its forms. Meditate and use visualization to help you really transform your perceptions around finances and money. This could be a great time to utilize the power of visualization, visualizing abundance in all its forms. That is the reason why God gave you the power of imagination, so that you can use it to visualize and what you really want by holding the vision, by holding that vision that you truly believe in, and then you will see that the blessings will start coming. And last but not least, bountiful nature. Aquarius, need to get out more into nature. You're too much in the computer, too much in the electronics. Like, try to get out into nature. Try to be more in tune with the abundance of nature. And I would even say, if you start actually growing plants, you will see how abundance grows. You will see that any plant that you plant, and any intention that you set, it's going to naturally bloom in your life. It's going to naturally give fruits. Okay, so connect to nature, connect to the abundance of nature, and see how abundance is everywhere. It's no exception. It's not that you're far away from that money or far away from getting what you want. No, it's actually all around us. Abundance, prosperity is so much around us. And that could really help you with the energies of nature. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquariuses, I hope that those messages have helped. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo code right now for my consultations, 45% off on my consultations, where we do a 75-minute session, go deep into your natal chart along with the current transits, and I also get to answer all the questions that you have so that you can find the clarity that you need today. So make sure to book one today, and the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquarius, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope. And oh my goodness gracious, Pisces. I mean, you are the one who's going through the most intense transformation. I need you to breathe. I need you to do your meditations. I need you to ground. I need you to trust. You are going through a massive personal transformation, my beautiful Pisces. And Pisces, if there's been something in your personality that has impeded you from truly becoming a better version of yourself, this is the time where you're going through this massive purification. No more of this mediocre life. No more of this old self that is dragging you down. Yes, it's the comfortable thing. Yes, you've been doing that for so long. Yes, everybody knows you as that person. But you have an opportunity right now to totally reinvent yourself. So if you always saw yourself as like, oh, I'm broken, I'm wounded, money's not for me, or this is my limitations, or whatever. This is the time where it's like you can literally rewrite your whole story. And you are in the process right now of like fake it until you make it. Like, just by dressing up differently, just by start to wear something that your higher self would wear, or doing the makeup, or focusing. This is the moment right now, Pisces, to focus on your image. And I know that you may not be so much into these things, Pisces, because you're such a spiritual sign, and you're just like, I mean, who cares about my body? My body is going to end. So why am I going to put so much energy into it? But right now, you have the opportunity to really take care of your image. And when you take care of your image, that is going to transform your reputation. That is going to transform your reputation. It's truly going to transform your reputation. And this is the time for you to ask yourself, am I really living my highest version of myself? And I know that Pisces, you could have gone through a lot of endings. You could have gone through like just 2 years of all these ends of all, and you may be feeling so empty. You may be feeling like, well, Dini, I lost my job. I lost my relationship. I lost everything. I don't know who I am anymore. Then this is the perfect blank sheet for you to write who you want to be. Not by others, but by yourself. And that is going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness. Because by the moment that Saturn goes into your sign at the end of this month, we begin this project. We begin this reinvention of yourself. So please do a vision board. Do a vision board of what you see of you. Quotes that your highest self always says. Fashion that your higher self uses, and makeup and looks and styles. Yes, the looks and the styles are important, because the moment that you start wearing the clothes, that is already allowing for you to step into that vibe, to step into that mood, to step into that energy. Think about the fragrances. Think about what it is that you want people to feel when they see you. When they see you for the first time. What do you want them to remember you for? And really look in yourself how it is that you can become a highest version of yourself. Be very cautious with your body. Pisces, if you're going through health issues, this could be the time where life is saying, stop neglecting yourself. Stop neglecting your health. Stop neglecting your image. Stop neglecting your looks. Stop neglecting your body. Time has come for you to take care of that, to love your body, to put all that energy into yourself. And that is going to make you feel really fulfilled and really happy. Use it. Use this energy to really transform yourself. Let's see, what do we have for Pisces for this upcoming Mercury retrograde for Pisces? Be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you speak. This is also trying to change your perception about yourself. Wow, this is all a timing thing for you. You could be thinking like, oh my gosh, I want to be this higher version of myself, but it's going to take forever, or can I really do it? Step by step, day by day. Ask yourself, what would my highest version of myself will do right now? How would they approach this? How would they go about this? If you're having a hard time, use essential oils, homeopathic therapy. This could even be good for your image. From the type of scent that you want to wear, but also essential oils can be very good for your hair, for your skin, for losing weight, for fixing your body. If your body's going through something, using natural medicine, homeopathic therapy, herbs, and essential oils can really, really help you at this time, to help you better your health and to make your body more strong. So from spring to winter is when all this transformation is going to happen in your life, okay? So from spring to winter, allow for this new self to emerge within you, okay? And it's going to go through a lot of healing, healed, and healer. So healing your image, healing the concept of who you think you are, and all of this, even healing your body, where you may be feeling like, oh my God, I have this thing in my body and I just don't know how to heal it. Go into the journey of putting all that love and healing in yourself. And by the end of this journey, most probably by winter of this time, you yourself are going to become a healer. This could also be healing your brand, healing your image, healing your reputation, healing your social media, anything that kind of represents yourself. This could be the time to really align it with healing. And you yourself will become one day a healer as well. So don't focus on others right now. K2's in the 7th house saying you don't need to be focusing on anybody else. You need to focus on you and what you bring to the table. And then we can really see your relationships. Then we can really, because if you're showing up at the highest version of yourself, then you are putting the best energy into your relationships as well. So it starts with you, and then it can lead to others. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now, 45% off on my sessions. at this time using the promo code in the description here below. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart along with the current transits that are happening, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like, my beautiful Pisces. So take advantage of that promo using the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And thank you so much, my brothers and sisters, for being here. Truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and for sharing this video with your loved ones. I truly, truly appreciate it. By next week, I will be back in my studio. And I just want to say thank you guys for all the love that you bring here in Astral Motivation. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do and what I love doing, and also to be here to be of service for you guys. Sending everybody so much love and light. And I really hope that this Mercury retrograde is able to transform and bring to you all the blessings of the world. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna, and I'll see you for the next video. Hari Bol!